Reverse engineering. Already have a physical product but no digital files? No problem. That's exactly where reverse engineering comes in. Reverse engineering is one of the most powerful tools in the modern product development. It's the process of taking an existing physical object and breaking it down not just literally, but technically. We analyze its structure, material, geometry, and functions so that we can rebuild it digitally. Think of it as taking something apart to figure out how it was made, and then turning that understanding into precise 3D model that you can manufacture again. So, why would you need reverse engineering? There are many reasons. Maybe you have an old part, something that was manufactured years ago, but you no longer have a CAD file, so you never had them. Maybe your supplier disappeared. Maybe the original engineer is long gone and no one knows how the thing was designed in the first place. Or maybe, like many of our clients, you simply have a prototype in the hand, maybe to be printed, maybe handmade, and now you want to bring it into production, commercialize it. That's when reverse engineering becomes essential. It's used in just about every industry. In automotive and aerospace, we often reverse engineer legacy components, parts for older vehicles or aircrafts. They're still in the use, but can't be sourced anymore. In medical, we scan and replicate custom fit devices or test equipment, and in consumer product startups, we might tear down the competitor design to start it and figure out how it makes something better. In manufacturing, engineers might use reverse engineering to analyze tooling, jigs, or molds that needs to be repaired, modified, or even replaced. So, how does it actually work? Well, it starts with 3D scanning. For example, we use high resolution scanners, typically laser based or structured light systems, to capture the exact geometry of the object. This produces a mesh model, millions of data points that form a 3D shell of that item. And it's incredibly detailed. We are taking a sub-millimeter precision. Every curve, edge, hole, and surface is captured. Once we have the scan, we clean it up in the software. We remove the noise, align surfaces, repair gaps. The goal is to turn a raw mesh into usable digital form. That mesh is then converted into a CAD model, typically in SolidWorks, Fusion 360, or other software. This is where real engineering happens. We build the part feature by feature using dimensions, constraints, and parametric modeling. The end result, it's a clean, editable production-ready file. But reverse engineering isn't just about the shape, it's about understanding function. We analyze materials, what it's made from, why it behaves a certain way, how it's assembled. We study parting lines and draft angles for injection molded parts. We evaluate tolerances for machine components. If it's a mechanical assembly, we check how parts move relative to each other. If it's structural, we simulate the stress or load. We reverse engineer not just the design, but intention behind it. Another key step, design for manufacturing. So once we rebuild the part, we optimize it. Can it be made more efficiently? Can we reduce the cost? Can we simplify tooling, combine parts, improve performance, or make it easier to assemble? That's where real value is added. Tools we commonly use in the reverse engineering include like a 3D scanners, like I mentioned. Usually we use the Ian Scan. Then we have a mesh editing software like a Geomagic or MeshLab for cleanup and processing. And then we use the CAD platforms like a SolidWorks, uh, Fusion 360, Rhino, Inventor, and some others. To validate structure, airflow, or heat or mechanical movement, those softwares also can be used. Then material testing in cases where identifying the exact plastic, metal, or composite matters. We use CT scanning or X-ray also for internal features, especially in the medical complex assemblies. So uh, it's complex process. And when exactly should you consider reverse engineering? Well, when you have a part but no files, when you want to replicate, modify, or upgrade something that already exists, or when you want to analyze a product for inspiration or performance insights, when you need to manufacture something maybe from a sample, also when you need to redesign or modernize legacy components, or when you're starting with a handmade or 3D printed prototype and want to move into production. At XPro, we reverse engineering almost every day. Whether it's a single component or a complex assembly, we turn physical parts into production-ready digital assets. Our team is trained not to just replicate, but improve, and that's our goal. We help startups bring garage-built concepts into a full-scale manufacturing. We help manufacturers bring discontinued parts back to life. And we supported innovators who had no documentation, no files, just a vision and something in their hands. So if you got the product but not the files, don't worry. That's where we come in. Let us help you turn what you have into something you can actually build again and again.